Hey runners, happy Saturday. It's January 20th on a rather gloomy, cloudy Saturday here. Temperatures in the upper 40s. I think we're 48, 49 degrees. So that's actually warmer compared to what we had in the early part of this month. We were in the low to mid 30s, so it's warming up a little bit, but looks like we're going to get hit with some rain here. Uh, Possibly scattered showers tomorrow, and then Monday later in the day, overnight, and Tuesday. So, yeah, we could use a little rain, just not a whole bunch at once. But so, welcome. If you're new to my channel, my name is Pete. I'm a runner, certified running coach. I live here in Phoenix, Arizona, and I love running, all things running. My wife and I, we're runners, and we like to do some local races and not too much traveling, but a little bit throughout the year, and a lot throughout the state here. So um, yeah, just basically talking about my running, my training. If I'm in a training block, um, I've been running for. I'm going to date myself here, but 35, 36 years. Um, Never ran competitively. Hated running like most of us, I guess. In high school, I played football and baseball. Um, just your average athlete. And then I got into running shortly after high school, and kind of fell in love with it. Just did some races. Had no idea how to race. Just went out there and ran. But I feel like I'm better equipped now, hopefully, after all these years. So, yeah. So I'm going to take you through my week that I had. I use Final Surge, by the way, if you're not familiar with that. It's a nice training, online training calendar. It's free to use, free to sign up. As a coach, I use that for my athletes as well. And you can import your watch. I know you can import, like, I don't know if you can use Apple, but like with these Garmin watches, Garmin here, you can import your data automatically, which is nice. And so when my athletes are done with their training runs, it automatically imports, send me an email. I can take a look at the data. Excuse me. So today I just wrapped up a 7 mile run, which went fantastic. Nothing special, just an easy run. But for me, sometimes that's harder just to run easy like that on Saturday, which is typically my longer run day. But I'll cover that here in a little bit. This week I did run, so looking at the calendar here, I ran on Monday. I use Monday as a speed workout day. Typically, that could be Tuesdays or Wednesdays, but I had the day off from work. Martin Luther King, did the run then for the 2x2, and yep, that was a good run. I think I had covered that here recently. Just a 2x2 mile at 10K pace. I'm training for double stack, which is a 10K plus a 5K shortly after the 10K, coming up on February 4th. But before then, we have a 5K race next Saturday, actually, a week. So did a little prep there. Wednesday was a recovery run, 3.5 miles. You know, RPE about a 3 to 4. And then Thursday ran 3.5 miles as well. And that was pretty much identical to the run before. A couple seconds off, like 34:23. So, fairly easy. And then Friday, usually I don't run. I did 1.5, and then just walked. If I don't run, I'll walk. And then today I ran 7 miles. Yeah, today was a great run. So for me, Saturdays, like I mentioned earlier, are typically my longer run days. I know 7 miles isn't long. I kind of cut back a mile or two here this week. But typically I'll go out and I like to run quicker, or I like to throw in some speed session in a longer run day. So if it's like a 10-mile run, for example, I might start out with a warm up, and then do like tempo run or split it up with some mile repeats, do some progressions, intervals and such. But today, I was just going to go and do an easy run. Easy run for me can be low 10s to like 10:30. If I'm really tired or recovery, it's like 10:45 or even 11. But typically that 10 to 10:20 ish is pretty easy for me. Um, and it's funny because I recently, as I mentioned before, I recently got this Garmin 265. I love it. The battery life on it's great. It's got the AMOLED screen, but more importantly, like it has features on there that, and I take everything with a grain of salt. I don't rely on my watch to basically run my life, but it is nice to look at the data to see if it's in line with how I'm feeling, and just it has, um, you know, kind of like technology that will predict what your race pace or times can be, which mine's a little off. It's saying I can run like a 22 something 5K, and I haven't broken 23 in a long time. But it will give you workouts, suggested workouts every day, and you can dismiss that and just do your own run, or you can do that workout. And for the most part, it's been in line with how I like to train. And it's funny because I was mentioning to my wife, like it's kind of like the Alexa that can hear what you're saying, kind of like AI. It's kind of creepy because today, for example, my goal that I wanted to focus on was easier pace run, 7 miles, like that low 10 pace. Try not to go under 10. Just whatever I felt was easy, and also kind of keep in line with my heart rate, which this watch has been pretty good. I'd say spot on, if not within 5 to 7 beats per minute for accuracy, which is great. My other watch was way off. And today it said I should run for an hour and 3 or 4 minutes at a 10:10 pace. It doesn't really give you the distance it wants you to run. It's more of like pace and time, which was averaging about 6.3 miles. It's funny because I want to run today 7 miles at about, well, it was actually came out to 10:10. I wasn't trying to plan that. I wanted to just focus on an easy effort. And I looked at my watch, periodically, and looked at the heart rate, and I think my heart rate today was averaging 124, which is pretty accurate because in the beginning it's lower. It's like 110, 111, then it goes up, and then it comes down. And of course, there's some spikes here and there, but I mean that's about where I wanted to be. Definitely under 130, and I did that. Good pacing. For me, easy run days are important, and it took some patience. I think that's the key word to focus on, is just being patient with it. Going uphill, because we've got some good hills in this area we live in, and I just wanted to focus on not trying to go fast and really just keeping my heart rate lower, which meant that my pace was going to be slower. Perfectly fine, because I had some downhill stretches too where I was running like 940s, 945. That's not fast, but I'm just letting my body roll a little bit, and just making sure that I wasn't like out of breath. So for me, RPE, I gave myself a 4. It wasn't like I was doing a recovery run, but it was pretty easy. 3 or 4 is easy. So yeah, that was my run today, and I'm excited because we've got some races that are coming up. As I mentioned before, we've got a race next Saturday in the town of Surprise. There's a lot of towns here in Phoenix, and Surprise is north. Is it northwest? A little bit west, north of us. It's about close to an hour drive. So we're going to be carpooling with our neighbor down the street, who's also going to be racing. She's doing the half marathon, my wife's doing the half, and I'm doing the 5K. They'll be starting I think the 5K is like 7:25 or something, 7:30. I'm sorry, half marathon is 7:25, 7:30. Then the 5K is 8:15. So when I'm done, my wife will finish her race shortly after, and then we will wait to see our friend finish. It's a Saturday, which is great. I like Saturday races. Kind of gives you the rest of the day and the weekend still. And then the following week it'll be that pancake run double stack. I've never done the double stack before. My wife has done it numerous years in a row. I'm going to race the 10K, and then I'm going to see what I have for the 5K, and maybe not go out so quick. Well, I probably won't be able to go out so quick on the 5K at the first mile, but kind of ease into it and see what I can do. Maybe I'll surprise myself. So yeah, that's it, guys. Hope you're doing well, and yeah, let me know down in the comments below. Where you're watching this video from. What you're currently training for. Maybe you've got a race this weekend, or you've already raced. And thanks for watching and making it all the way to the video. And we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys. Take care.